my sister Homegirl Natalie, and today I'll be doing a get ready with me / Q&A video. I'm going to try to use as many pony effect items as I can, because as you guys know, they gifted me a whole box full of stuff. I will say, if it's about makeup, I'm not your girl. With every single eyeshadow look that I use, I basically always have like the same face, like makeup, but it's just different colors. I just switched out the colors. It's probably gonna be the same for this, but we're gonna just try. So normally I would have on like, you know, like my outfit and my earrings, but I don't know exactly what look we're gonna go for because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Yeah, I'm just in my PJs, I got no bra on, we just chilling like a villain. So first question comes from Simply Kimba. How did you find the type of style that you like in clothes that make you feel confident? By the way, I love your videos and you inspire me so very much. Thank you so much. It's still kind of crazy to know when people tell me like, oh, you know, like you inspire me, or like because of you, you know, I found the courage to do something like X, Y, and Z. I just think that's really freaking amazing. Just really cool to see that like what I do can affect people in a positive way, and it's really nice to hear. So thank you for that. Okay, so first off, I've never done a video like this, so excuse me, I don't know technique things, I don't know brushes, but I'm using the Glossier Perfecting Skin Tint in the color G8. I literally see G8, and I'm trying not to get nervous. The sun is like beating down on me. I had the AC on, but it's just like not enough. I just started using this maybe like last month, but I realized that when I am putting on makeup, I don't really want anything that really covers my natural skin. So I really like this because it's super duper light. I feel like I put on way too much right now. This is not the amount I would normally put on, but anyways, there's this one little freaking guy. He doesn't want to go away. I had him for like 2 weeks now. Where was I going with this? The makeup. Yeah. Okay, so on to this answer. It's always been a matter of trial and error. I have been experimenting with clothes since 5th and 6th grade. Something that has also really helped is knowing my body shape, and I am an inverted triangle. I know I might not be the drastic of inverted triangles, but when you do the math, I am. And a lot of it is what made me feel the happiest. What made you feel the best? You might have to put yourself in an uncomfortable position in the sense of like, wait, I don't wear things like that, but just try and see if you end up being like, oh shit, I actually look pretty freaking good. Hopefully that helps. Again, trial and error, trying out different things, a little bit about knowing your body shape, and taking a little bit of a risk. But yeah, definitely go check out them styling tips, because that has definitely helped me out too. So yeah.
God, all I've done is just my face, and that's it. Ugh, I'm sweating. Oh my God, I suck.
Next thing I'm going to put on is some concealer, and this is NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and in the color Medium 1 Custard.
Oh my God, I'm getting a little bit nervous.
Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put in some contouring, shading, I don't know.
Does it tell you what it's for? I don't know shit.
So I'm using Pony Effects, the Thunder palette, and I'm going to use this in Gleam of Hope, I guess. I haven't tried out any of these products. I'm just scared if I'm going to go like, not that bad. Wow, Mayday, mayday. Oh my God, there's like, this is why I like my Too Cool for School one, because it has 3 different shades. So I know the darkest shade isn't gonna go right here. Don't come for me. I don't know what this one is. This lighter brown color. Man, I'm gonna be looking like a hot mess. I'm actually meeting up with a friend later. I feel like I put way too much on right now, but we're already here, so going for that 80s look is what I'm gonna do. Should I be talking about like what I'm doing, or like focusing more on these questions? I don't know. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go with Illuminating Palette, and I don't know what color this is, but this one. This to me seems more like for like body, because the sparkly stuff is so spaced out. I like to have just like full sparkle. And this is not giving it to me. But I'm gonna try the one from the Thunder palette. Did it do anything? Oh snap, I forgot to do the contouring on my face. This looks like a hot freaking mess. I feel like I'm really good at multitasking. Not good at multitasking when it comes to like makeup and like makeup and talking. I would love to tell you that that was eventually blended out, but it was not. And I went out like that. Like that, yo. I don't know why I didn't see it, but we all seeing it now. Okay, next question. Wow, there's like 39 questions in here. Jesus. Maria AC _ how do you keep yourself motivated while having a full-time job and YouTube? How do you manage to fit some self-care? Any tips? My motivation right now to continue doing my actual job and then YouTube also is the goal of eventually, maybe, hopefully, freaking hopefully, one day soon in the near future, I can do this full-time or at least have just a part-time and do this for most of my time. That's like what's keeping me going. The other things that are keeping me going is when people tell me like, hey, you've inspired me, you've done this, I've changed someone's life in any little way, even if it's just a small thing, that is also such a big freaking thing. Now, when it comes to self-care tips, this is something I've been wanting to talk to you guys, is that I suffered from anxiety. Yes, I'm not like diagnosed or anything like that, but I went through something about like maybe 2 years ago, and it was something that really shook me. The thing that really like turned my anxiety on, which is something I didn't think I really had, I had to stop going to the gym. I realized that for me, not only my physical, but my mental health really relies on going to the gym. Those endorphins that you get after working out are no freaking joke, dude. I need those. I know that for me, if I go ahead and put myself into YouTube 100% and, you know, let's say like my job, and I take out the self-care, that's going to affect my YouTube and everything, especially because I am fashion based, so it's showing a lot of my body, and I know if I'm not going to feel good in my body, I'm not going to want to create content, because I know it's just as important. I'll try to squeeze in any type of time that I can to do any type of workout. There have been moments where I'm like, you know what, Natalie, I don't want to work out, I don't want to do anything right now, but then I'm like, really, girl, like, you mean to tell me you don't have like 30 minutes just to squeeze in just a little bit of time for yourself? Because yeah, you are tired, but what you're going to be doing working out is for yourself, physically, mentally. If I stopped working out for a while, that anxiety would probably come back and come back full force, and I don't want to feel that way again. I always make sure that I do some type of workout. In the same sense, you also want to not be so hard on yourself. There's like a little bit of you that does have the energy to do it, then go ahead and do it, because you're going to feel better. If you're obviously 100% tired, taking the time for yourself just as equal to going to the gym in terms of self-care, because sometimes you just do need that little me time to just breathe, and that's something that I personally struggle with because I don't really do that as much, and a lot of my friends are always like, bitch, calm down, or like, stop doing stuff, and I'm like, no, I need to keep, you know, I need to do this. I'm sweating so much. ZZ Waters, will you have a meetup in Seoul one day, and will you do a subscriber makeover one day? I want to do a meetup in Seoul. I've been trying to do that for a while, but it's just like I never have the right time, because as you guys know, I do work full time, so my weekends are for filming. Yeah. Subscriber makeover one day? Yeah, for sure. I mean,
Yo, this looks so bad. I'm never doing this again. I cannot concentrate on my face and try to talk. Look at this. This is all the way over here. This is like, I don't know what this is doing. I'm sweating so much.
Carlisa Mariana asks, ¿qué idioma se te hace más fácil hablar y cuál te gusta más? Love you. Para mí, el inglés es más fácil para hablar porque ese es el idioma que yo uso más. Para mí, el español es un poquito difícil, además porque ahora que yo estoy viviendo acá para como 4 años y no hablo tanto en español, porque antes yo siempre usaba español en la casa. Cuando yo estaba creciendo, yo siempre fui a Perú por lo menos 2 a 3 meses cada año. Entonces siempre cuando regresé de Perú estaba hablando español bien, pero desde ese tiempo, desde ya como 4 años que yo no he regresado a Perú, entonces no estoy hablando tanto español. Siento como, yo sé que mi español está como, oh, okay, yeah, she's obviously not a native, as my late grandmother would say. Ah, la gringa. I mean, bueno, ella me llamó gringa porque tenía pelo rubio en ese momento, pero I'm sure she probably also meant it because my Spanish wasn't that good, so. Flavja, do you feel supported by your friends and family as you embrace your dreams and goal? Absolutely. I mean, yo, I'm sweating so much that like all this is all sweaty. Damn, this is something I've been pretty lucky in, that I've just always found myself with really great people in my life. My mother and my sisters were people who we always stay hustling, we always stay trying to improve ourselves. I think that has really latched on to me. Maybe that type of energy that they give me is the type of energy I kind of bring out to the world, I want to say. Maybe when the people that I meet are attracted to that, and I'm really proud of the friends that I have. Like, oh, look, they're doing this really cool thing. Like, they're like going ahead and trying to live out their dreams. I think as much as my friends support me, I also support them. I know that wasn't your question, but Y Abigail H. Des, how did your family feel about you going overseas? Also love your style. I've talked about this beforehand, but they were like, oh, okay. Aside from my dad was like, wait, what? But he got on board. Rual.hdz. How was your literal first day in South Korea? What was your biggest culture shock you've experienced? I know I've talked about this beforehand. Prior to being a teacher here, I actually lived in Korea for a study abroad such internship. I don't remember my first day on that, but I'll talk about this one. I was in orientation. I was with a whole bunch of other foreigners and I got to meet a whole bunch of other people. That was my first day. The biggest culture shock that I've experienced, God, there's so many. I guess one that always tends to make me really mad is the fact that cars don't care about pedestrians. Oh God, you don't know how many times I've almost gotten hit, and I've known people that have gotten hit by cars. Okay, I definitely want to use this color.
Ooh, I really like this.
Oh my God, Beyonce asked, favorite One Piece arc so far? Dude, don't even. I think maybe, I don't know. Arlong Park, I want to, I'm struggling here because in each One Piece arc there have just been moments where I'm like, God, they've hit home, and they've been just home runs that they just freaking get me in the feels. All the arcs have been basically my favorite. I'm just gonna go ahead and just say, if you are looking into reading One Piece or watching One Piece, I would suggest is to start reading it first and then read up to Arlong Park. That's when you really get to see the feel and the overall theme that you're gonna be seeing in One Piece from then on, because yes, it's just amazing. Oh wow. I don't know if I should put this on my bottom or just go for it. Oh God, that went in my eye. Yeah, I'm clearly not the one for multitasking. That's okay. Ow! I swear to you, my makeup skills aren't this bad, but because I got to look at this, I gotta look at this. Wow, that hurt. Jesus, this AC. This was like probably the first eyeshadow that I ever bought like in my adult life. They don't have this color anymore because I only use it like a little bit of shimmer here and there. It's been able to withstand all these years, but now I'm like, yo, once it's gone, it's gone. When I went to Japan and I was with my friend Hazuki, who she's known me for a while since like uni, and she's like, it's so crazy that you wear eyeshadow now. I was like, dude, he's like, I remember when there was a time where you never wore jeans, you never wore eyeshadow, and now look at you. And I was like, girl, I freaking know. Crazy. Naomi Jeanette, if you had to base your life on a quote, which one would it be? Fuck bitches, get money. In a sense, yeah, you know, like fuck the haters, fuck everyone else, just get your money and get your own and keep doing you, because at the end of the day you got to worry about number one, and number one is you and maybe your mom's, but that's about it. So okay. Whew. All right. Peach Ania asks, any confidence advice? By the way, amo tu contenido, me inspiras muchísimo para tratar de ser más stylish. Okay, any confidence advice? Fuck bitches, get money, yo. No, but yeah, sometimes you just gotta throw a big FU to other people, and maybe sometimes you gotta throw a big FU to yourself. What I mean with that is that part of yourself that's trying to bring you down. Sometimes there's that part of us, there's that other little voice that's saying like, you're trying out something and you're like, no, you suck. Wearing something new and it's like, no, you look like shit. Or you want to go ahead and try out something and it's like, no, you would never pass. Like, no, you gotta throw a big fuck you to that, because don't let anyone stand in your way. Don't let yourself stand in your way. We're only here for a short amount of time, and so I would personally try to live my life the best that I can. I feel like when it comes to like talking about advice, like my voice just ends up going like screaming at someone like, you gotta go and be your best, because it gets me so riled up when you're freaking amazing, you're beautiful, you are smart, you're creative, and don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. Confidence obviously is gonna start with you. Sometimes there's the whole fake it till you make it. Like, there has been moments where friends will state something, they'll be like, oh my God, girl, you're so whatever. I'm like, yeah, no. And maybe like a little part of me is kind of like, am I really? But just me saying like, yeah, I know, and they kind of laugh and they're like affirming that, and I'm affirming it also. It just makes me believe it even more. And so I think that's really helped with the growth of my confidence. Another little tip that I'd love to do is, like I've stated in the styling tips video, is give yourself a smile. I'll wake up in the morning, not even like, because this is like a very like, oh, look at me, look at myself, and I'm just like, I don't know. There's that one moment that I kind of connect with myself and I just smile. I didn't even have to say anything like, oh, you're amazing, you're gonna do this, you got this. I'll just look at myself and I'm just like, okay. I feel like I probably could talk about this a little bit better if I wasn't doing my makeup right now. I'm having a hard time, so sorry about that. I feel like because I'm using so much dark stuff, there isn't that much definition on the outer edge of my eye, so I'm just gonna go ahead and define that. I know I already put on the sparkly stuff, but ¿Piensas en español o en inglés? Si estoy hablando español, voy a pensar en español. Si estoy hablando inglés, voy a pensar en inglés. I think that's normally how it goes. ¿Cómo está Little Ma? Me saludas mucho y dile que le amo. Little Ma is good. My sister and her are moving into a new place. It's like a brand new beginning for them, and I'm so freaking happy. I'm also so jealous because their place looks so nice, and my sister's like, look at this living room, and I'm like, bro, that is my freaking apartment. Ex Fatima YIX. What do you do when you start to feel lonely? The one time that I did feel lonely, I was really close to this one person. It turned out that they were not the person that I thought they were, and I had to finish that friendship because I know that they are toxic. And at that point in my life was when a lot of my friends were leaving and I didn't have anyone, and I think at that moment that's when I started to feel lonely. I think that probably was the last time I've ever felt lonely. When you do feel lonely, I think you need to let yourself feel those emotions, and then you got to go ahead and try to put that energy, all those emotions, into something that is more positive for you. I know if I stay lonely and if I stay sad, that type of energy isn't going to be very inviting for someone else. It's that law of attraction. When you see someone that is happy, you want to be close to them because they are happy and because you want that energy too. So yeah. Hopefully that answers your question. Anoushka.Kate asks, best places to shop online for clothes in Korea, G-Market. Lay1010, do you see yourself living in Korea forever? Also, how's the dating life, girl? LOL, saludos desde Puerto Rico. Do I see myself living in Korea forever? Hell to the motherfucker no, because this is not the place I would say to raise a family. It's really expensive. There's a lot of pressure put on children. If I were to have any type of kids, I wouldn't want that. Also, I definitely want to own like a house, and I don't know if I'll have that money. Actually, no, I shouldn't say that. I will have that money, and I don't know if I want to put it in here. So, yeah. Okay, how's the dating life, girl? HTTP 404 not found. Okay, moving along. Miro da Estrellas asks, are there a lot of Latinx folks living in South Korea? Is there Latinx food or cultural events there? Also, you're such a joyful being. Saludos desde Los Angeles. I guess there probably is a lot. There are like food and culture events, not just only for Latinx. There's always like the World Food Festival that they have here. I just never go. I went like one year and I went to Peru and they had like hot dogs and I was like, yo, we have the best food in the world. Okay, that's not just me just saying it. We got awards. All right, we got them receipts. Yeah, like hot dogs. I was like, the fuck? So since then I haven't really been back there. Fancy Nancy TV asks, how do you edit / create animated text and graphics? I do it the old-fashioned way, which is creating a lot of layers, and that you can do through Photoshop, or I have a Note 9, so I'll create little layers on my phone using like S Note. If you want to know like a little bit more like detailed, I'm telling you, like YouTube is your best teacher. Everything that I've learned through YouTube and just my own curiosity of like poking around and using things. So anything that you have a question on doing, look it up on YouTube or on Google, because there is definitely a tutorial out there, because I'm sure someone else has already asked that question also. So unicorns fly dragons. If you weren't a teacher, what job would you want to have in Korea? I would like to have a YouTuber job in Korea. Sometimes I want to say like, oh, it'd be cool to be a stylist, but like I've seen the type of work that goes into like being a stylist. I think like if I were to be a stylist in Korea, I would definitely have to have a Korean assistant, or I would have to know Korean that well to be like, you know, trying to like call up designers and things like that. But yeah, I mean, I guess it would be pretty cool if I was a stylist. I mean, I don't know. Ingrid Ima, how did you learn how to dress so fly? Thank you, girl. What really kind of like got me into fashion at first was my older sister, Janina. She was like my window into fashion. She would like try out like different things, like wear her makeup different ways. And so that like really helped kind of like open up like, oh, what's that? Like, oh, look, she's trying out different things. Oh, maybe I should too. So it's just been that, a lot of trial and error, and just, you know, seeing what I like on my body. Girl, you are so gold at posing. Will you ever do a posing video? Girlfriend, didn't you ever see all those vlogs? And I'm like, I tried to make the posing video. It's just, it didn't come out the way I wanted it to be. It's such a big topic for me because I think posing is such a big deal. I had like different like breakdowns. Like first, what you do with your legs, do with your arms, do with your hands, body position, what you do with your face angles, if you're wearing this certain type of clothing, what you should do. It was like a whole big thing, but yeah, it just didn't come out the way that I wanted it to be, so maybe I should try to tackle that again. So, Isabella Piscina, how did you find your own unique style, and is there a moment you felt completely satisfied with it, or is it still evolving? Oh wow, look at my hair. But yes, I do believe my style is evolving. I definitely haven't had that moment where I'm like, okay, yes, this is me, because things will change. My living situation will change, you know, monetary situation will change. I found it, again, a lot of trial and error and a lot of seeing what you like. And like one thing I would definitely recommend is try out different styles of things that you don't think is necessarily your style. I like a lot of black, or I'm very tomboyish, or I'm very street style. Like, try out something else and see if you might like that too. No one should be just pigeonholed into one thing. People ourselves, we are multidimensional. We have different personalities. We feel a bunch of different emotions, so we should be able to go ahead and show that in our clothing, because clothing is supposed to be fun. One thing I will say, a little story time, is way back when I was in uni, there was this whole big trend that was happening in the blogosphere when blogging was like at its peak, and what that was everyone was wearing neutral tones. I was definitely influenced, and so I'm like, oh no, I should probably try to wear more like beige and black. So I did. Let me tell you, those are probably some of the most boringest outfits I've ever made in my life, because they were the same freaking things over and over again. Realize that that wasn't me. I needed color. I needed something different. I needed a different type of silhouette and all these other things. And now, not to say that I hate neutrals, but I've found a way to wear it in the way that I like it, in my own style. So I feel like I should probably talk more in depth about this actual thing, because I'm giving you kind of like very shoddy answers, and they're kind of like all over the place, and this is something that I'm passionate about. Also, at the same time, I suck at speaking. One of my favorite things to do is to have really big, deep conversations. I talk a lot. I feel like I give really good advice. I observe so freaking much. I'm talking about something, I'll get really into it, I get really passionate about it, but then when it comes like filming stuff on YouTube, like for the camera, I get so tongue-tied and I forget what I want to talk about, and I feel like I don't sound as intelligent. Like, really, girl, did you go to university? Because it doesn't sound like it.
But yeah, that's just like my own little struggle. I don't know how we got into this topic. Actually, yes, I do. So yeah, okay.
Oh, and this mascara is from Kiss Me. It's been my go-to mascara for a couple of years now. Yo, my back is so sweaty. Jesus. Belle Munich asks, what's the country you've never been to and really want to visit? Greece, because of Mamma Mia. Clary, what are your top 2 concerts you have gone to? Number 3, any VIX concert in America. Number 2 has been any VIX concert I've gone to in Korea. And number 1 is 100% hands down the Hollywood Bowl concert I went to in 2008. Me and my mom got to see Dongbang Shingi as 5, okay? That was a Mother's Day present that I gave to my mom. Those concert tickets were $500 because I had to buy it from a reseller, but I was like, let me take this opportunity because like Dongbang Shingi is here in America. So we flew over to California, and yeah, we saw them live, and I saw them like so close as 5, and then the year after that they freaking broke up and we were so sad, but at least I was able to give my mom and give myself that wonderful, beautiful memory. I saw them as 5, because like a lot of people can't freaking say that, and the fact that I can makes me feel really special, so, and really grateful, if anything. PN Rem, was moving to Korea a hard decision for you? How old were you when you moved to Korea? Also, where are your absolute favorite places in Korea? I'm going in May and would love to know. Love you always. Moving to Korea was not a hard decision for me because I know that I always wanted to live abroad, so that was easy. How old was I? I was 22, 24. My absolute favorite places in Korea? I can't really think. I don't know. I guess like, I mean, like, I don't, like, I haven't been a tour guide for my friends in a really long time, because I did that like my first 2 years being here. Since then, I just kind of go about my day. I end up always going to like the same places nowadays because of like where my friends live. Definitely, you know, go to Seoul and go to Busan. Even though they're in the same country, there's 2 different feels to the city. If you're going to Busan though, definitely head up Spa Land. That's like one of my favorite places actually. Spa Land is a place to be. I love going. It's like a jjimjilbang, but it's like really, really nice, and I love getting that scrub down from the ajumas because I come out of there like a new person. I get new skin every time, so I do really like Busan, maybe because I have really, really fond memories from there. Seoul is cool too. You know, you just do the regular old touristy stuff. I'm sorry, I really suck with talking about here. Okay. Astri_now, what camera do you use to film? I use a Nikon D5200 with a Tokina lens. This one is just the kit lens that came with it. Always all the information, like what I used to edit, camera, equipment, everything, yada, 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 is always in the description boxes of my videos. So next time if you have a question, just check that out. Friend _____. What is your favorite thing to do when you are with your family or with your mom? My family and I haven't gone out and done things in a long time. We have been split up for a really long time. My sister's somewhere else, I'm somewhere else, so I would say probably just go out to eat because we all really like food. And like the funny thing is like, we're like, I don't know about you, but this is like a very proven thing is like, if you're gonna go out to eat, where do you go? No, you're not going to like a lobster place or like some Thai place or some like Vietnamese place. No. You're going to a Peruvian restaurant to eat Peruvian food. That's where you go out to eat. So yeah, I would say definitely eating. And with my mom, shopping. We love to go shopping. One of my favorite things to do in America, especially on the weekends, my mom and I would just like get ready. We would go just like shopping, window shopping, and then we would go to like Panera Bread afterwards to eat. It was always such a fun little thing that we'd like to do. There was like a mom and daughter time always on the weekends. Always really fun. Or, ooh, this goes great. Hey. Smudged over here, so I'm gonna have to fix that, but I don't mind it. And let me finish these questions. Okay, CJ Aylin asks, how has Korea changed you? Has it changed your values, morals, how you view life, long or short-term goals, etc. Short-term goals, etc. Big questions that I'm not that good at talking on the spot. I value pizza more. Oh, okay. Korea has changed me this way. I've definitely learned that I have taken some things for granted, especially food. Don't leave me a hate comment. Don't close out of this, but I used to hate avocados. Yo odiaba palta. La palta, asco. I used to go to Peru, you know, as you know, in the morning. What do you eat in the morning? Ese pancito from the little store con tu palta. All those years was like, ew, that looks gross. Yo, like later on in life, as like more so an adult-ish, that I tried guacamole and I was like, oh, this is good. Having just palta normally, never. When I moved to Korea, like food was such a big thing that I was like, oh my god, I miss this food, I miss that food. And like in terms of Peruvian food, really, you're not gonna be able to find Peruvian food. Like though one thing that I did saw was, you know, palta avocados, and I was like, I guess I could try to make guacamole, so I did. And oh my god, this is so good. From there, I started to be a little bit more adventurous and try just regular like avocado, just put it on some toast, and I was like, this is bomb. Another thing I want to add on to the question of how has Korea changed you? My mom right away when she first came here, she's like, I've never seen you wear sneakers so much in my life. In the States, you know, you have a car, you're not necessarily on your feet as much because you're not walking so much, you're not taking public transportation as much, you're not walking up and down stairs so freaking much. So I was able to wear more so like my big super duper chunky like platform boots or like higher heels and things, but here you walk so freaking much that has been another way that Korea has changed me. It has kind of fucked up my fashion a little bit. I guess that's why I like to do a lot of like, you know, outfit videos, because I'm able to really just be creative with my own wardrobe. Another thing that I want to add on is that Korea has fucked up my English. After being here for like 4 years, my daily conversations go something like this. Do you like pizza? I like pizza. Is it cold today? Oh no, right? It's hot. That's literally how I'd be speaking, all right, for the past 4 to 5 years, so you already know. Even like talking to my coworkers, it's not like I'm speaking to them like this quickly. Also need to change your sentences sometimes to sound a little bit easier for someone who isn't a native speaker of English. And so if you're gonna come over here to be a teacher, I'm just letting you know that's how it's gonna be. Even like friends that have just been here for like a year, they're like, yeah, my English is like so terrible. And yeah, that's like most of my life. 5 times a week, 8 hours a day, this is what I'm speaking. And sometimes outside of class, like I'm not speaking at all, so I'm just there. Like I've gotten to the point where I'm like, did I really go to university? Because I wouldn't be able to tell if I did. My long and short-term goals, I guess it's always been the same. My long-term goal has always been never to do the same thing every day. One of my biggest fears growing up was like, this was like me in like elementary, middle school. I was like, I don't want to have my life be like clockwork. Finish that, go to work, come back, and like do the same thing the next day. I never wanted my life to be that way, and I don't have that life. So I guess I've achieved it. Yeah. So I guess that's really about it. That's it. Okay, what time is it? Oh, it's 12:37. I think I'm pretty much on good time because I was gonna meet up my friend at like 1. I'm gonna go ahead and pick out my outfit, and then let's see how this look comes together. So BRB. Alright homies, so this is it for this video. I'm gonna let you go with some Vicks Parallel. I'm gonna go see them tomorrow in concert. I am so freaking excited. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry that my makeup skills are not the best, but I hope you still enjoyed this video, and I'm sorry that my questions weren't as elaborate as I would want it to be, but hopefully you still enjoyed it, so I'll catch you guys in the next one. Yes, I did time it to end right there.